What's up, everyone? Escape Stone, Polymath Channel. Today I want to talk about the idea of the Philosopher King, and why Plato was originally against it. He made a book called The Republic. Then because his friend Socrates got killed by the state of Athens, I believe. So he changed his position to a philosopher king. So what do we mean by a philosopher king? A philosopher king is a leader who has divine authority to rule benevolently. And it's very controversial to talk about a philosopher king, because even though it's the system that most of the old prophets and philosophers advocated for, a philosopher king is not looked at as very suitable for today's economy or today's political system. And if you don't want to know what I believe in, basically, is that I don't believe in tyranny or oligarchy or any of the three bads. I am for a direct democracy, but if that cannot be achieved, a philosopher king that can basically fix the problems benevolently and carry out the people's will. Because I feel like today America is not, it's just not working out for a lot of people. So yeah, so I just think that a philosopher king would be preferable to a oligarchy like we have right now. We're kind of a mix of an oligarchy and a tyranny, in my opinion, because I don't believe America is truly a direct democracy. I believe that what we are is we're an oligarchic republic, bought out by the corruption. I just saw the Epstein case with Trump, and it just, I don't want to get too into it because I don't hate the man, but I'm just saying we need some sort of leader who has divine authority, who knows what he's doing. It's worked before. I mean, if you look at people like Napoleon, like Marcus Aurelius, so many people throughout history. There's a reason why so many people didn't choose democracy as their form of government, because it doesn't work. It does not work. And that may make me an enemy in my home country, but I personally believe that if we had more decrees for people in power, for good people in power, and we didn't just give all the money to Israel and Ukraine, I feel like that would be good for society. Like Putin's Russia is not perfect, but I think that Russia has a fighting spirit that the West can't match, and they will never give up. And I personally think that I feel like I'm a Socrates figure in modern form, because Socrates had very similar beliefs to what I have beliefs in. Having the best man rule, not what the crowd says. I don't know. Maybe we do need a monarchy. Maybe we do need a dictatorship. I don't know, but all I'm saying is that Socrates did not deserve to die. And also another thing is, Plato was so in shock from his friend's death that he converted to his belief system of having a philosopher king. That's why so many countries throughout history never went to democracy. So that's what I'm trying to say, is that democracy is very flawed. And how can you say America's a democracy? Let's be honest. Like, how can you say America's a democracy. America does not have, I mean, fuck, we don't have any culture. We don't have any like institutions. We don't have any rights for minorities. This is not the type of country that I want to live in, you know? And it just sucks. It just sucks because, you know, I'm not going to tell you how I'm doing financially, but I'm just saying that I am doing fine financially. I'm not going to say how good I'm doing, but there's so many people I know that do not have a car, who do not have a future, you know, and I'm just tired of it. Maybe we do need absolute monarchy. Maybe we do. Maybe we do need to give power in one person's hands to curb this inflation and to also get stuff done. And Trump, he has been a failure. I'm just going to say it right now. Trump has been a failure. Jail me for this, Trump. I don't care. You have failed me. You have failed me and all of my friends. Well, I don't want to get too into it, but like, that's what I'm trying to say, guys, is that like, the two-party system is failing us. And I think that the solution is not to run for politics, because they've always shown us they don't care about us outsiders. I think we need to get to the streets, because I am tired of this. I am tired of America always pretending like it's gonna change, but it never does. Because who's to say that America is a freedom, a democracy? It's not. It's not. It's just a business. It's just a business. It's just a corporation. Not even a small corporation. It's a huge fucking corporation that owns everything. And yeah, I think that America just needs to adapt, you know, because in my opinion, absolute monarchy and communism or fascism all are similar. I mean, they had different goals in mind, but like absolute monarchy, fascism, and communism all had similar goals, which was to basically put power in one person's hands. Why I pick absolute monarchy over fascism or communism is because, at least with a monarchy, there are certain privileges and there's certain rules and there's succession. But I also don't like how people say that if there's a king in power, that they're greedy. That's the biggest BS lie I ever heard. Because I think that the bureaucrats in power in our democracy today are more greedy than any monarch was. Yes, there were greedy monarchs, but like Leopold II. But I think that overall, absolute monarchy / a philosopher king / distributism would be a great system. And you know, you can't say that in public, because if you say that in public, you say, "Oh, you're for your monarchy," you're gonna be looked at as crazy. But all I'm saying is that we need a new direction. I don't know, a philosopher king, or just someone who has power, who is a philosopher, I think would be great for society. Because I don't believe just anyone should rule. I think that people who should rule are people who are smart and who know what they're doing. and who care about the people. Because I personally think that America is not going towards the right system. It is basically just business, business, business. Grind, grind, grind. It has nothing to do with philosophy. It has nothing to do with art and culture. It has nothing to do with innovation. It has nothing to do with prospering. It just has everything to do with the corporation, the megacorp. And I don't like that. So anyways, my name is Gabe Stone. It's my take on the Philosopher King. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.